Hi, this is Healthy Back Girl. Thanks for tuning into my channel. My name is Kamala. Yes, it's my real name. And this channel is for all those ladies out there who are working and you're busy and your mom, you might be single, and you are just struggling with back pains and you're just trying to really get your back together so that you can get back to your life. Get back to taking care of your children and going back to work, showing up to work and giving your best performance, and just living your regular everyday activity in the way that you want to. So, before I go any further, like and subscribe. Please share this video if you feel like somebody might benefit from it. I want to talk about another reasons why our backs hurt and we continue to do these things to hurt our backs. Okay. One might be our purses are just too heavy. Sometimes we carry these big bags, and I know that I'm guilty of that. And there are times when I pick up my bag and I'm thinking, what is in here? What do I have in here? And then I look, it's an umbrella, and then I might be carrying my lunch in these containers and a drink and water and just like all these things. Obviously keys are gonna make your bag heavy, but then I do stuff that I have to wonder. I have a change of clothes, I have like just all this extra stuff, and I think that comes from the mom from when my son was first born, and I used to feel like I need to be prepared and I have to have everything in there just in case. I had the baby bag and had my bag and had snacks and changes of this and just always extra things just to be prepared. It's like that mindset of just being scared about something or lack, and I kind of, we need to get away from that. Be mindful not to be overpacking. So on days I know my umbrella is heavy, on days when it looks sunny, I'll take it out, to relieve the load a little bit. Um, so we need to be mindful. I know there's ladies out there that wear makeup. You might have a whole bunch of stuff like that in there. I don't know what else, but let's try to, even things out. There were times when I was going to my other job, at an elementary school, and I had my handbag and then I had my lunch bag. I had to divide up the amount of weight that I was carrying, and so I wasn't putting all the weight on one shoulder, which would affect my back, my spine, everything else. I would even it out and have weight on one side and weight on the other side. So please consider doing that. Even out your weight. um and that goes for groceries too. Like, make sure that you're not just yanking a whole bunch of stuff in one hand and then you just got your little dainty purse on one side. Even out the weight. Don't feel bad about letting the cashier or the backpacker, even things out for you. Please do that. Another thing that we do that hurts our back is, and this might be a touchy topic, but sometimes we are a little overweight. Um, I I did have an issue with that, probably for maybe longer than I really thought about it. I mean, because like in my culture, it looks good if you have weight on you. They like you when you're thick or fluffy. Depending on where you come from, it's a cultural thing. But it's not healthy for everybody to be a little bit overweight or mostly overweight. I'm really short, so for my height, it wasn't good, and I would have doctors warning me about taking my weight down and changing some of the stuff that I eat. So I had to deal with that for a while. And I didn't think anything was wrong with me. Everybody around you, they think you look good, because it shows up, you look curvy and everything. But eventually it does take a toll. I did notice a few things like, swollen feet. And I wasn't to normal. I like to say normal people, regular people of average height. I didn't look like I was overweight, but for my height and my build, I was. I would feel certain things here and there. So at a certain point, I did lose some weight. I think I lost about like 10 to 12 pounds, something like that. And I look mostly, muscular, like lean nowadays instead of, fluffy or curvy. But I still look healthy, compared to what I used to look like before. So, for people out there that, you might want to talk to your healthcare professional and, figure out whether you're at a good weight for your height, because that might be affecting your back. The more weight you carry, it does stress your body more, and it's harder to, carry that weight and to keep all that weight on your back to hold up, and your legs, your feet, it does affect those things. And what I did notice when I was a little bit heavier was, like I said, the feet were swollen, but something, it would happen to me. I would step out of the car, and then I would just feel like this shock, running up my foot all the way up to my leg. And it was just happening so much, and then it would disappear and then come back, until finally I had to go see a doctor. And he did say it was like, something to do with, what do they call it, drawing a blank. Oh yeah, fasciitis, if I'm saying it right. So something happened, with the muscles down there, the tendons, whatever's connecting at the bottom of your feet, maybe because I'm flat-footed, but the weight didn't help. Okay, so consider that, changing some of the things you eat, and, being a little bit more active to get rid of some excess weight to help your back out. Okay. And another thing, I don't really know what you can possibly do about this, but sometimes you are a little top heavy. I mean, I don't have that issue. That's something that I wanted to have. I don't really have that issue, but being a little top heavy, um, you will strain your back. I've noticed women that, their cup sizes are like extra large, above a C, and they do complain about, their back, their shoulders. They say that, it really hinders some of the things that they do, and they feel it. So that's something you might maybe get a back brace, or might consider, the support of your bra. I don't know. But that's something that I know does affect your back pain. So, as a reminder, like the video if I said something that, struck you well. Subscribe, because I have more things to say. And share my video, please. And check out my essential items that you need to get better and get your back, into a good state.